Good morning. This is Bill Blatchford with another episode of Mornings with Bill. I've been asked to talk about some of the books that I have read in the past and I'm currently reading that might make a difference for you. And one of the books that I would suggest to you is The E-Myth, or The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Now, the thing that I really was significant for me from that book, and I read that book probably 25 years ago, and I've reread it several times, especially the part about entrepreneurs. You see, as a dentist, you are an entrepreneur. Well, Michael Gerber and his associates went out and studied entrepreneurs to find out why they went into business. Well, what he found was that 85% went into a certain business, whether it was painting cars, building houses, working on teeny tiny white things in a dark, wet space. That's the dentist. They went into that because they enjoyed doing the thing that business did. 85% of those people remain at that level their entire career. He termed that the technician level. In other words, they stay at the technician level for all of their career. Now, we can equate that to dentistry, and the technician in dentistry, I mean, for heaven's sakes, we've got a nice thing going, but the technician can earn a net income somewhere in the $200,000 range. And you can work 40 hours a week. That's the technician level. That's a really good living. That's a very nice life. Nothing wrong with that. But what they found was that about 10% of people actually embrace the management of that business. And this is pretty much what I find in dentistry. About 10% embrace the management. You see, this is the difference between the $1 million grossing practice at the 75% overhead, which is national average, or a practice doing $500,000 or $600,000 a year at 50% overhead. In other words, the same net return, or better than that, would be the $1 million practice at the 50% overhead. And that's the management. See, that is knowing the numbers. The interesting thing is, it only takes of your time about 1 hour a week to successfully manage a practice. And if I went out on the street and offered the position of 1 hour a week working for an extra $100,000 or $200,000 a year, they'd be lined up for the job. Yet most dentists don't want to take that on. Now, Gerber also found that about 5% of people that he polled actually go on to what he called the entrepreneurial level, or I call the leadership level. And that is the leadership level in a dental practice, 5%. And if you embrace the leadership, you can literally double your income, reduce the amount of time you work, but more importantly, you have a lot of fun doing it because you're doing what you really enjoy and you make it fun for all those around you. And that's embracing the leadership. It requires no additional time. So that's what I got from the E-Myth Revisited. And I say revisited because the first book, the E-Myth, is out of print. The one in print now is the E-Myth Revisited. So we have the technician level, the management level, and the leadership level. If you would like to tweet me at Dr. Blatchford. Any comments or questions you have about subjects that we cover, or subjects you would like me to cover, just tweet us at Dr. Blatchford.